action. Oh, hello. Thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. I'm Lisa. This is most definitely live. And today I'm going to show you what and how to use this very, very curious vegetable called a parsnip. But before we get started, let me know that you're here, that you can see me, that you can hear me. Say hi, type in the comments. And let's get down and dirty with this amazing root. I'm gonna make parsnip fries. Who doesn't love fries? Okay, anywho. So, a little bit of a confession. You know, at age 55, I'm a little bit perhaps cocky and think I kind of know most everything about vegetables. But I was at the local farmer's market, my local farmer's market, the West Asheville Tailgate Market here in Asheville, where I live, this Tuesday, just 2 days ago, and I saw this incredible creature. And I knew it was a parsnip, but I was a little bit confused because I thought, and you might think of parsnips as winter vegetables, like a cool weather root that you might roast with your turkey for Thanksgiving, or I think perhaps the friends and cousins across the pond might be more familiar with this. So I asked the farmer, I said, you know, what's up with the parsnips? I thought they were a fall thing. And he said, well, let me tell you what we do. We leave them in the ground all winter long. The freezing, the thawing, the cold, it doesn't affect them. And now I live in a little bit milder climate now, so perhaps if you're in Minneapolis or in the great north, that might not work. But the parsnips at the farmer's market, they have been in the ground all winter and then recently harvested, and that's why they were there. I just thought that was so cool. It was something new that I learned. I had no idea. And so I went on a little bit of a research project. This is the parsnip that you might see in your supermarket. Actually, yeah, that's a good example. Okay, so this guy had been harvested in the fall and then stored in cold storage, like in a root cellar or something like that. Compare it to this guy, which spent all winter cozy and snugly in the dirt and then just got pulled out of the ground by his farmer. So nothing, you know, wrong with either one of them, just super interesting to know. And I love buying local and I love buying seasonal whenever I possibly can. Okay, so that is my story about parsnips. Let's get to cooking, shall we? So parsnip kind of looks, as you've already experienced, like a white carrot. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on. Something like a white carrot. And they are in the carrot family. So, you know, that's kind of easy, obvious. They are a root vegetable. They grow in the ground. They grow the root down. And they have kind of a mild, sweet, nutty taste. In fact, when I was making these parsnip fries, it almost smells like toasty marshmallows in here. Okay, so first things first, with your parsnips to make the fries, you gotta buy them. You can buy them at the grocery store like this. They've been stored all winter, no problem. Or you can buy them from your local farmer in the spring when they've been stored in the ground all winter and then freshly harvested. Now, what do you do regardless when you get them home? Well, if you've got one of these bad boys that's been stored in cold storage from the supermarket, I would cut the top off just like you would a carrot, and then I would probably peel it. You never know, right? Like, you really wouldn't have to, especially if they're organic. But when I did this one, it came from the earth. I know the farmer. I know he doesn't spray. So I didn't peel this at all. I simply scrubbed it with my veggie brush, yeah? And yeah, you've got these kind of rooty things here. You can peel those off. You can rip those off. You can do whatever you want with those. And then the same goes. We top the head off, top the tail off, and throw those in the compost, or use them to make a parsnip stock in case you want to make parsnip soup, which parsnips also make fantastilicious pureed soups. Okay, but on with our fries. So I've told you about where to get them. I've showed you what to do with them when you get them home. One last step. sometimes, here, let's choose this one. See how fat this guy is. So sometimes when they've gotten this big, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't throw it away. But they can develop this core. Can you see that? It can be kind of fibrous and tough, kind of like when you're doing a pineapple. You know how a pineapple has that big core in it? So in this case, what I would do with this guy, that all I did was scrub him with my veggie brush, I would cut this part off because it's ready to go. And let's see, maybe I'll make it a little bit skinnier. And since I'm making oven-baked parsnip fries, I'm just gonna chop these like fries. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm using my cast iron skillet. You can use a roasting pan. You can use whatever you want. Now back to this bad boy with the fibrous core. Let's make this a little bit more manageable. So again, this might be tough and fibrous, and it might be kind of like gnawing on a piece of twig. So we don't want to do that. So what I would do, there you can see it really well. I would just cut down the sides, and you can kind of trim. Oh yeah, it is kind of hard. Trim that guy out, no big deal. And then carefully, paying attention, watch what you're doing, not what you're filming. Slice these into French fry shapes. Actually, you probably don't even need to peel the core out. You can cut around it just like that. Toss that bad boy away. Chop these into French fries. Not to be confused with pork chops and applesauce. Okay, aside, I forgot something really important. Why do we want to make parsnip fries? Well, first and foremost, as always in my book, they are absolutely delicious. You're going to find out for yourself. Secondly, because they're super easy, we really want to hit the easy button to be healthy. We tend to think in our brains, oh my gosh, it's going to be too complicated. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Thirdly, like most veg, these beauties, these absolutely stunning parsnips are ridiculously good for you like most veg. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole thing because I don't want to bore you. You'll chop your parsnips into French fry size pieces. Give them a little drizzle with some olive oil. And definitely a good sprinkling of salt. Now, of course, we don't want to go overboard on the salt, but remember, we get most of our excess sodium, pepper, from processed foods, not from our own kitchens and our own salt shakers. Now, you can flavor these with whatever you like. I decided to keep it really simple today, and I'm just going to give them a sprinkle with some garlic powder because I've got another secret star of the show. Oops, sorry. Okay. So that is all there is. You can do that. You can get your hands in there, get maybe a little bit of extra olive oil. Wonder if any of you have air fryers. I would love these out of the air fryer, but I don't have an air fryer, so I can't tell you what it's like. Okay, what is good about parsnips? Before I pull the two surprises out, I'm going to tell you. They are an excellent source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, micronutrients. They also are an amazing source of fiber. 1 cup of parsnips contains 6.5 grams of fiber. We get enough protein. It's fiber we don't get enough of. They also are about 90% water. Water and that fiber are both going to be fantastic to help you regulate your blood sugar, help you feel full, help you have a healthy gut, healthy digestion. So yes, they're a starchy veg, but I don't want to hear any more yapping about this carb business. These are not the kind of carbs we need to watch out for. The kind of carbs we need to watch out for are the kind that come in a potato chip bag. Okay, let me show you what I've got here. All right. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Now, if I'm honest, these got a little bit crispy, especially this guy. Yep, but I kind of like things that way. These are how they come out of the oven. Now, here's my second surprise. I made a little dipping sauce. Who doesn't love to dip? Again, these are the kind of carbs you want to dip, not the deep fried ones. So I've got here just a little garnish. Presentation is everything, my dears. Going to put some of my parsnip fries on here. And this is simply a little dipping sauce that I made from some vegan cashew cream that I did last week for the sunchoke soup recipe. If you missed that, scroll down my page. And a little bit of red pepper, hot red pepper sauce. You can use cilantro, or what do you call it, sriracha, but I love sriracha, but it's also loaded with sugar and preservatives, so I like to use something that's just red pepper. That's what this is, a little squeeze of lime. This is gonna be absolutely delicious on the parsnip fries. Okay, actually, let's get you up here. Let's give them a try. Absolutely delicious. Nutty, savory, a little sweet. They've absolutely got their own flavor profile. And remember, they're delicious, it's easy, and they're ridiculously good for you. So, curiosity may have killed the cat, but it helped make a happier, healthier you. Get curious, try some new things. Visit your local farmer's market, make some some parsnip fries, and see you next week on Veg with Lisa Live.